Speed limiter is off. Speed limiter is off. went off track. The lap won't count.
Qualifying for the 900 to 1100B race for the final round of your Simraceway World Touring Car Championship for 2011 is well underway. 6 minutes to go, and what a session it's been. Another SPM driver sits at the top of the timesheets. If he does achieve a pole position, it will be 2 in a row for the SPM team, as John Daniels just takes his BMW 320TC up into second place. Big start there for John Daniels. He's been away for a while, actually. Great to see him back in the car again, the young American. Ragstor's third in his Volvo, Diamondback in fourth, A. Costa in fifth, the Machico in sixth place, Noddy seventh, Sean 24 eighth, PA 9th, Andre Passer 10th, Darek 11th, and SPM King Dio in 12th, with Dimitri in 13th. So it really is great to see the SPM team coming together, and I really would urge any other community members that have got close friends or other mates that race on Sim Raceway to start a little race team. Let's start a full-on Constructors Championship. That will be brilliant to see in a league as well. So not only have you got the Drivers' Championship to worry about, but you've got working with your team as well. Obviously at the moment I think SPM would have a slight advantage, judging by the fact they've got about 86 members. It's a slight exaggeration, of course, but they are a very, very firm presence here in Sim Raceway, so it's great to see, and a lot of them very consistent names as well from around Sim Raceway. RT Matt's going over the line at the moment, looking to try and further extend his lead. He's about 300ths of a second roughly ahead of John Daniels at the moment. It's by no means a safe margin. And however, he has done 2 more laps than John, so maybe only a short qualifying stint for Daniels. Keep the fuel light, and then the rest is all easy, isn't it? And there's only one way to really find out how well this is going to go for the Volvos. They seem to be very pacey so far. The Chevrolets have been very quiet. Diamondback's the only one inside the top 5 at the moment. So now we have a Volvo, BMW, Volvo, Chevrolet, Seat inside the top 5. So one of each manufacturer, with 2 Volvos dominating in first and third. The rest of the field made up predominantly of the Volvos. We've got a couple of BMWs and one more Chevrolet as well. Just the lone Seat at the moment belonging to A. Costa. So the Volvo's obviously particularly suited to this circuit, which is nice to see that many drivers going for the same decision. But let's just see if there can be perhaps a very late twist in this race here. 2 minutes 56 left of the session. John Daniels second, Ragstor third, A. Costa fourth, and of course Andre Passer in P5 at the moment. The whole field separated by, again, not that much at all. So 130.7 for first place and a 132.2 in last, but a 131.6 and 11th. So about 9/10 of a second separate first place to 11th. That's not a bad attempt at all. So 2 minutes 15 to go. They've all done 5 laps, other than John, who's just sunk down to third. So the Volvo of SPM RT Max moves into second with a time of a 130.764. Noddy races fourth, just gets pushed down to P5 as it's a Chevrolet 4.5 now. Diamondback aids his fellow Chevy driver, a 130.8 there sees him jump inside the top 5 into a steady 4th position. So 1 minute 35 left on the clock. It's Ragster that's now at the top of the timesheets from Andre in 2nd with our teammates in 3rd. So a lot's changed in just a few seconds. The reason that was a slight break, I didn't want to say as soon as one position changes, because it always seems that as soon as you say one, then you have about 8 other position changes all happen simultaneously and you can barely keep up. But there's a long line of Volvos towards the end of the field. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 all stuck in that midfield. The top 5 currently is Ragster's Volvo, Andre's BMW, our teammates in 3rd, then John Daniels, and then Diamondback in P5. So just over 60 seconds left to go. Are there any late shocks in this one? We've seen it before. Look at what happened last time. And look at what's happened in the past here with Simraceway. It's never over until the checkered flag falls. And now going into turn number 1 is Sean 24. He's currently 8th place. We've got Andre Parser stopped on circuit. That was a Druid, I think. So he's out. Ragster still on the circuit. RT Metz is in the pits, so no more lap for the man in 3rd. John Daniels out in 4th, still on the circuit. As is Diamondback, Noddy Racer, Mr. P8, Sean 24. And King Dio leaves the circuit from 9th, but he won't set a time with the man who competed in the race earlier on. So unfortunately, he won't get to as much as he would have liked, but nonetheless, running is running here. It's all about experience that a circuit is demanding as this one. And Ragster to make his way towards the back end of the circuit once again, just through the double left-hander. Apex there as you go through Dingle and Dell. And Ragster makes his way through the final corner. Andre and RT Metz in the pits. Daniels will be completing his lap shortly. Diamondback's in the pits. Noddy Racer and PA still out, but it's all eyes on Ragster. Can he secure it? He's only got pole by 100th of a second at the moment. Is it enough to extend it? No, it's not. So it could still be in jeopardy. John Daniels, he's been in the top once before today. Can he get there again or no? 130.4 and he extends it. He gets so close. He's just 100th of a second away from the podium positions in terms of qualifying, but it's not enough at the end of the day. We've got King Dio still out as well in 9th, A Costa still out in 10th, and there are our last 2 drivers to be set in times. King Dio about to make his way out of the final corner, late break in, about 90 mile an hour through there, very clean on the exit, and as he makes his dive now for the start finish line, is this going to be pole position or no? He stays 9th. Not enough. A Costa rounds the final corner, also in his Seat, the lone Seat in this race. Can he improve? He goes 6th, so 6th place for A Costa, but it's pole position for Ragster and the Volvo, with Andre Parser's BMW lining up just behind them.
is off. Speed limiter is off.
So here we are then, the 900 to 1100 B race about to get underway. 3 races left tonight, 19 laps here. And then we have the double header with the reverse grid to finish off what has already been a sensational championship. It's Ragster's Volvo that starts on pole position with a BMW of Andre Passa alongside him. The lights go out and the charge down to turn 1 begins. To see a Volvo get swapped there by 2 of the Seats. It looks to me like the BMWs take a strong advantage. Andre and John Daniels leading the charge through Paddock Hill Bend. And then with I think that's Ragster 3rd, SPM RT Mets in 4th, with PA going straight up the inside there. He doesn't go too wide. Very, very nicely done by the Volvo. And just behind there you got RT Mets, A Costa, 7th is Sean 24, 8th is Diamondback, 9th Noddy Racer, 10th King Dio, 11th the Magico, 12th My Raceway, 13th Canado, 14th Darek, as they make their way out of Graham Hill and in towards the back end of this circuit for the first time today. And behind the commentary box you can't really see much other than the Cooper Straight, and as soon as the cars go out of Surtees and down Pilgrims Drop you lose sight of them under the bridge, and then some great cameras to pick them up on the monitors in front of you. And right now we could be using some of those. Andre Passa all over the back of John Daniels' BMW, but he's got to be careful because Ragster's Volvo is mounting quite the hefty charge. Can he get to the inside or no? He's doing everything he can here on the first lap of 19. Of course, this is the longest race in the World Touring Car Championship, so the drivers do have to pace themselves here. They can't be making any silly errors. They need to try and keep their heads straight just behind A Costa Seat. He's driven that same Seat all season long, so he's also feeling very comfortable, very fast in it, which is exactly what you want to see from a driver of his calibre. He currently sits just inside the top 5. Sean 24 is in 6th. 7th RT Mets there, and he's actually going side by side with, I think that is Noddy Racer. Oh, there's contact there, and a Volvo on 2 wheels collects the Magico, and it's King Dio that got the brunt of the impact of Paddock Hill Bend. A Costa apologises, he feels it was his fault. I've got a feeling that Seat may be getting a penalty for one of the incidents. I think Ragster also had a bit of an off as well. But Darek 11th, My Raceway 10th, Magico 9th, Diamondback in 8th, Noddy Racer 7th, RT Met in 6th, A Costa 4th with Sean 24 in 5th, but it's all about the Mr. PA marvellous parade at the moment. You can see them all go down Pilgrim's Drop for the second time today, and already the cars shuffling around. A lot of action going on in the bulk of that midfield. I think that's the Magico just overtaking My Raceway there, so a big move for him in P9. He's got to try and keep that car as far forward as he can to try and avoid sinking further back. It's very easily done in a race like this where the track is demanding as this as well. As it comes towards the end of lap number 2 today, Mr. PA 3rd, it's Andre that's in 2nd with John Daniels now leading, but it's A Costa with a 10-second stop and go penalty for the incident provoked earlier on. So that is the Seat of A Costa, 10-second stop and go penalty. He apologised, I'm sure he saw it coming. The same way if a footballer gets a red card, he knows exactly he's probably going to get fined a week's wages as well. And A Costa to the inside of the Chevrolet of Diamondback. He's trying to make as much ground as he can. Noddy Racer, I beg your pardon. Trying to make as much ground as he can before he has to serve the penalty. You can't blame him. I think he's got 3 laps before he has to dive into the pit lane. Otherwise he gets disqualified. So he's got to try and make up as much ground as he can now. However, the plus side is when he rejoins. It's a very small silver lining and a very large cloud. But he will have a clear track in front of him. And he's put a question mark there. He's not happy with the fact he's got to stop and go, but we'll be very aware of the incident it's for. John Daniels leads the way, and we'll be looking for a victory on his return to Simraceway here. And what better way to return than across the pond in Brands Hatch, the young American who really does want to stamp his authority down. The only problem he's had here really is consistency, getting those results and the racecraft. It's looking like at the moment though he's doing a very good job. Could be a revamp John Daniels. He's maybe just gone away, had time to put his head together and get himself in the right mental mindset for this game over the start finish line he goes. He leads another lap. The BMW from the BMW of Andre Parser in second. And now Akos, definitely unhappy with that penalty, but Pierre and Shaw now battling over third place. Shaw holds it at the moment. Pierre trying to get it to the inside, but not through there. He's not the Volvo. Not quite that nimble. It's almost like a match between the Chevrolet and the Seat. It's quite a small car in comparison to the BMW or the Chevy, but it was for wrecking Ragster is what the penalty was for. So the big shove we saw earlier on at the Druids hairpin with Akos and Ragster. And as a consequence, Ragster is now down in 11th place, trying to recover through a sealed and very evenly matched Volvo C30s. Not easily done. My Raceway now to the inside, almost a Diamondback Chevrolet, but the Chevy holds on against Nye Raceway's Volvo, and as they go through that cheeky double apex again, Diamondback is able to plant that Chevy so far on the inside line that he's still able to fend off an outside line manoeuvre because of the shape of the car and how wide it is. Over the line again, lap number 5 started then, and John Daniels has a 5-second gap at the moment. Was 1.2 seconds faster last time than any other car inside the top 4. The only other car matching him really were RT Met's Noddy Racer, and other than that I think it was King Dio who's down in 12th after a poor start, so he's done well. SPM King Dio not exactly in the forefront of the action just yet, but he's got the pace to. So Dio, Ragster still up the inside of Dara now for P10 as they make their way down the drop, and still side by side go the two Volvos. Can Ragster sweep it round the outside or no? It's going to be very tricky too. You've got to be very, very much aware that he's got it done, so very, very well done to Ragster. He's got the job completed. And a bit further up, the next group of Volvos are from 2nd to 4th. That's Andre Parser's got 1 in the Beamer, but it's Sean, Pierre and RT Max with 3 Volvos. And now out of the final corner again, John Daniels set to lead yet another lap. Still a long way to go though before we can call it a race victory. Even so. Out of Paddock Hill Bend, the 131.3, still a 10th faster than Andre Parser. He matched Mr. PA, and yeah, a 131.1 from RT Met. So the SPM boys really are kicking it up again. Let's see what King Dio did, a 132 that time round. So it was in fact just a little bit slower. Even so, still a pretty quick time to say the least. It's not exactly out of the world. Now just trying to keep an eye on the battle that's going on for second, because Andre's BMW is falling victim to the swarm of blue Volvos. Then it's Sean Pierre and Metz chasing, and the BMW really becoming prey now. It's not much he can do. Every single avenue of escape he's trying is just being closed off by the BMW. And it's almost like he's closing his own door, isn't it? The Volvo's chasing him down, but Andre going to the inside, and he's just done it again. He's like he's sealing his own fate. Every corner he goes into, he's making a tiny mistake, which is allowing this train of Volvos to get so close to the back of him. There's now just a couple of seconds separating them. In towards the final corner, and short on the inside. There's contact. They both do a sideways drift. Through the middle go PA and RT Met. So Andre drops to the back of them. The 3 Volvos side by side almost. And as they go into Paddock Hill Bend, it's now PA in second, RT Met's third, and Andre Parser in P4. So incredible scenes there. You could not believe it if you tried. PA second with our teammates still stalking him down in third. Andre's dropped back an incredible amount. Then it's Diamondbacks. Chevy, you've got to watch out for with Noddy Racers just ahead. Those two drivers, 6th and 7th respectively, could still be a factor in this one. The Magico being attacked by Ragster also. Magico keeping his cool at the moment as Ragster goes a bit wide, and that may allow King Dye to go up the inside. It does. Through the nifty little double apex goes King Dye. He's made that stick. In fact, very risky. He's gone a bit wide and allowed Ragster back through, but some intense battling there as the two drivers make their way in towards Dingle and Dell, through Sterling's Bend, and on towards that nice little straight before Clearways. Dye just ahead at this stage though. Dyer keeping his head above water at this stage. And Raceway, I think Diamond went very, very wide there. Raceway almost collided into the back of him, couldn't get it done in time. Noddy Racer joining the RT Met scrap. Although those Volvos, I beg your pardon, are really starting to catch again Andre. So Andre's back to second, PA third, Sean fourth, Noddy fifth, Diamond seventh behind Noddy Racer. But my goodness me, the train goes all the way back to Nye Raceway in 8th place now. So from 8th to 2nd, separated by about 5 seconds. Andre from PA, then Sean still line astern almost as they go down there. Now that is really great to watch. We're sure there still could be some unforeseen circumstances in this war just yet. It's by no means over. In fact, I believe we could just be getting started at the moment. Again, a massive hello to all of you who are watching currently on the live stream, but lap 8 of 19, we're almost halfway through. And John Daniels completes his 8th lap of the race in the lead. 11 seconds clear of Andre, and it's got to be said, his fellow BMW drivers helped him out unintentionally by falling into the clutches of the Volvo crew. He's given John Daniels an 11-second lead at the front of the field. Some sensational stuff there by John Daniels. A lot of it down to Andre's fall back through the field, but at the same time, he's kept his composure, he's pumping in the good lap times, and in turn, he's got a healthy lead. Still 12 laps of racing at the moment. John Daniels keeps his head very, very clear. Noddy Racer's gone wide there, so Noddy up to third. He's had a great run so far at the inside as they make their way through Surtees and now in towards Pilgrim's Drop. He's side by side with Sean 24. The Volvo's got more power and moved out the way. It was the Chevrolet, and now you've got to feel like that poor BMW has been pushed all the way down to 7th. Andre Passer almost pushed down to 8th there. There's no Raceway almost past him. So Andre Passer shuffling all the way down the order. Was 2nd a few moments ago and has since been absolutely raided by 5 other drivers. Oh, and there's contact. It's Andre's off, is it? No, it's not. It's King Dio. So some carnage there, and there was Andre Passer. It was Andre Passer, and I think King Dio was involved as well. So Andre, who was 2nd, now 10th as he crosses the line for the 9th time. His race just goes from bad to worse. Such a shame there for Andre Passer. We're really hoping that he could be a factor in this one. He still could be, but now Noddy Racer side by side, trying to overtake Diamond back into Druids. It's not exactly an easy manoeuvre, is it? He's going to be on the inside line there as they head in towards Graham Hill Bend. He may be able to make it stick through Surtees. Yes, he is. Good move there for Noddy Racer. Although Noddy Racer's not really too far ahead of this pack, so it has dispersed. That pack of 7 cars we were talking about, there's now just the 3 Volvos of the Magico, King Dio and Ragster. So King Dio now up to 8th after being 12th last time we checked on him and pumping in good lap times. So it's obvious that those lap times have been going very well and worked out for him. Although Ragster's just overtaken him, so it's down to 9th now for the Volvo driver. See if he can recover. He's got Andre Parton tucked behind him. We know he's fast. Obviously, second place in quali. Very, very good result to get for him there. Over the line goes John Daniels again. That number 11 of 19 started for the American. And he convert this into a victory. I'm sure he'll be one very, very happy American if he can cross the line in the lead of the race. So Daniel's still holding strong at the moment, now 17 seconds clear of PA, although PA is not 17 clear of Sean 24 in third. It really is all over the back end of him now. Down through the drop they go. And that was very, very almost a bit of contact there. I think the Volvo is getting a bit impatient now, identically covered liveries. And PA starting to lose a bit of ground here, lap 11 of 19. Sean 24 is doing an incredibly good job at staying in the podium race at the moment, having broken clear from Diamondback. Noddy Racer P5, P6 of course is RT Metz, 7th is Ragster, 8th the Magico, 9th Dio, 10th Andre Ikpasa, 11th My Raceway, Zarek in 12th, and Costa in 13th place. So still not a DNF at all here. We've got all 13 drivers still remaining, with A Costa in 13th being our last remaining one. The man who was the only Seat in this race started in 5th position, had a tremendous start going into the first corner, and since then it's all just gone a little bit backwards for the Seat driver, the man who's been a very competitive midfield driver all season long. However, the same can't be said for what's happened a bit further up the field. John Daniels making a massive, massive statement here today to friends, colleagues, other people that he races with. Mr. PA second, Sean still tucked away behind in third. We've got a Chevy now in fourth. So it's BMW, Volvo, Chevy making out your top 6 at the moment. Well, 2 Volvos are getting very, very close for comfort, aren't they? As Mr. PA still struggling to hold on for much longer against Sean 24. PA now making its way, just going out of the final couple of corners. John Daniels will start his 13th lap of the race, still leading. What a way to end the championship this could be as a winner in the World Touring Car Championship, and arguably this has been our most competitive championship we've ever had here in Simraceway. So to become a winner is definitely something you want to add to your racing CV. That'll be something that you can be very, very proud of as well. Daniels from PA in second. Sean still just behind in third place. Their lap times aren't too dissimilar. The drivers in second and third at the moment. Fourth place is Diamondback. Fifth place Noddy Racer. Sixth RT Metz. 7th Ragster. 8th the Magico. 9th Dio. 10th Andre Parsa. 11th My Raceway. And 12th will be Darek. So still a lot of action to come here in the final 7 or 8 laps or so that we've got. Jorge Costa down to 13. You've got to say though, he's kept committed. Obviously this being a 4-race championship and all 4 rounds counting, you don't want to have a DNF on your record. It's not like you've got a bye round where you can go, okay, you know what, my performance wasn't too hot there, so we won't include this during the final results story, so I'll skip that one instead of race 3. You have to be competitive on all 4 rounds of the championship In all cars, in all venues, it's a very difficult thing to accomplish, and these drivers will be very, very much aware of that. Though Dimit-R and SPM King's Eye are getting a bit close to comfort as well towards the end of this one. Lap 14 of 19, we've got 6 laps remaining before we call it a day here in the Simraceway World Touring Car Championship. And by call it a day, we mean quite literally as well. John Daniels, if he wins, will be the last ever winner in our 2011 World Touring Car Classic Series Championship, using all 4 manufacturers from the 2011 World Touring Car Championship, leaving drivers to choose whatever car they wanted to run in the series. He's looking on board with Daniels, he's looking very composed. One man who's not composed at all is going to be Mr. PA. The final results will be out mid next week. We've just received information that Sean 24 in second. We're hoping they come out a bit later than that because PA scrambling all over the back of him. I thought there was going to be a move there. Can he get there? Or no, just about as far as he could get. And so they make their way now through into the last couple of corners of the lap. Sean 24 maintaining his momentum very, very nicely at the moment. He hasn't really let it drop in the last couple of moments. PA and Sean, they've known each other for a very long time and have been racing almost for as long as I've been commentating with Simraceway. I remember them back in the early days of the Sunday race-offs. They've grown to know each other's racing style. Oh, and Mr. PA's off! And a big error there. Can see Diamondback overtake if he does. The Chevy goes through. Will the second Chevrolet of Noddy Racer pass? Or is it too late? In towards turn 1, Noddy Racer's on his inside. And that's move completed. RT Metz is there as well, but not quite close enough for SPM RT Metz. He stays in 6th for now. Lap 15 of 19 well underway though here at Brands Hatch. And now a real fight in our hands. Noddy Racer up to 4th place with PA going to have to be recovering as soon as he can. So Noddy Racer 4th, Diamondback 3rd, and you've still got Sean 24 lingering in 2nd as well. John Daniels 15 seconds clear, and this is completely oblivious to what anyone else is saying right now. And you can't argue with that at all. He's just driving his own race, exactly what you want to see from a race leader, not worrying about other people's positions at all. RT Metz get to the inside, not quite a Mr. PA, that was the P5 as he could have. The 3 drivers there of Noddy PA and RT Metz only separated by just over a second as they make their way into clearways. Lap number 16 about to get underway here at Brands Hatch. There's not long left to go now, is there? Over the start-finish straight they go. And Noddy Racer keeping his head strong at the moment in P4 to make it what could be a Chevy 3-4. He's going to try and keep those 2 Volvos at bay if he can. It's a very difficult task though. Pierre with a bit of a nudge there, making his intentions extremely clear. Now Noddy keeping his head very, very calm at the moment. Bit of a lock-up though going into 30s. Is not the sort of run he wanted. I'll run through what else is happening now. We've got side-by-side action there. That's Metz and PA. So it's still over P5. Metz to the outside as they make their way down through the very, very tricky right-hander. It's so difficult to get a run through Hawthorne Bend, and he couldn't quite get it done. He flashes his lights. He feels maybe a bit hard done by there. And even so, the lights are on, just trying to get in your opponent's mirror, blind him, confuse him, disorientate him, and make sure you can capitalise on any small error he makes. However, that is still a lot easier said than done when you've got a field as competitive and as fast as this one. And of course, a few of these drivers will be in the A race a bit later on as well. RT Metz pushing against PA now, still going to be wary of a Raxter counter attack. fourth, Diamondback third, Sean second, and John Daniels leads up 17 of 19. Still a few remaining here at Brands Hatch, 3 to be exact. The Diamondback, Noddy Racer, PA and Aston are still unseparated there. That train has been going for quite some time. I know the orders shuffle around more. I mean, you can put a blanket over them and still not find a winner of that battle, but they've been changing positions all race long. And now PA to the inside of the Chevrolet of Noddy Racer, and that one was cut short. Diamondback in third. Is pulled away from this quite excessively now. He's 1.8 seconds away from his fellow Chevrolet teammate almost. And then you've got those 3 Volvos stalking him down exceedingly quickly indeed, and we're almost got just 2 more laps to go. John Daniels comes out of Clearways to start his final, not his final attempt, sorry, his penultimate lap of the race. 2 more times and John Daniels will be a winner in the 900 to 1000B race. That's the 900 to 1100B race. We've still with a double header, the A race coming up just after this one with the reverse grid in race number 2 as well. John Daniels is absolutely flying right now, still going very quickly in that BMW. Diamondback's doing okay in third. Sean's pulled miles well away in second. It's all about the battles for the midfield positions just behind us. PA locks up there. And that's not exactly ideal. PA under a lot of pressure right now as they make their way out of Surtees and going towards Pilgrim's dropped for the penultimate time today. Can our teammates get any kind of gain on the other Volvo driver? Being similarly powered, it's so difficult to achieve that, knowing that there's no real power advantage, for instance, like a Chevy over a Seat. It's all very, very even, and can he get alongside? He almost does, but he's just a bit too far away. It probably would be considered an overly aggressive dive bomb if he went for it. That's why he's probably decided to hold up just a little. And look at that though, you can just see RT Metz and Mr. PA getting really, really close for comfort now. There could be some exchanging blows between these two in just a moment's time. They've just made their way through Dingle Dell. And now up to the inside goes PA, and he's going to have that one cut short again. Noddy goes wide there in the Chevrolet, and at this late on in the race that could cost him dearly. He's lost 1 position there then. So PA's up to 4th, Noddy down to 5th, and RT Metz in 6th. As we enter the final lap of racing here in your Simraceway World Touring Car Championship 2011.
Final lap, keep it going.
Can Noddy Racer get that position back? The power of the Chevrolet is going to need to be used to its full potential now as they go in towards Druids Corner for the final time today. He goes to the inside. PA does not yield and go wide, but the big Chevy barges its way through, and Noddy Racer takes it back. Big position move there for Noddy Racer, but PA still on the inside. The Chevy can't get the power down. The Volvo stays ahead. And now RT Metz fancies a bit of the action. He goes to the inside. And 2 drivers still dueling wheel to wheel at the moment. And RT Metz takes it in the final moments. So RT Metz now 5th. Noddy Racer could go as low as 7th if Ragster can find a way through. It's still a big maybe at the moment, and the power of the Chevy could come into its own right now, but it is not looking good for Noddy Racer. He's held off that barrage all race long, and it could be all crumbling apart in the final few moments. And he's gone a bit wide there as well. Lucky for him, as is Ragster, and I think that's going to stop Ragster's attack for the rest of the lap here. John Daniels 13 seconds clear. He's already putting the lights on as soon as he gets to Clearways. He knows he's won over the start-finish line. He's now a World Touring Car Championship winner. Not only has he won in the 900 to 1100 skilled quad, he's won in our most competitive championship of all time. The American John Daniels is a winner in the Simraceway 2011 World Touring Car Championship finale. Diamondback takes 3rd behind Sean 24. Mr. PA takes 4th ahead of RT Metz in 5th. Noddy Racer takes 6th place. He'll be disappointed with that one. Ragster 7th, the Magico 8th, King Dio 9th, Raceway 10th, Andre Clark at 11th, Dorek 12th ahead of 8 Costa, who was so close at the end. After the 10-second stop and go, he was just a few tenths of a second away from P12. But John Daniels is the emphatic winner at the final round of our Simraceway World Touring Car Championship. And now we head into our final 2 races of the evening, the 900 to 1100 A race with the reverse grid for race number 2.